What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today this video is going to be Risxn's Premium Tweaks versus Lumen Premium Tweaks. And before I get into that, I just want to say if you want to check out the OS or the app that's in this video, you can head to the link in the description. We also have a 1v1 map in the description where we're currently hosting a clip contest through the Discord, and you can win real money or tweaks, so be sure to check that out. Anyway, let's get right into it. So as a lot of you I know are aware, I've made a video on Risxn before, specifically about his aim tweaks and his extreme panel. Main point of the video was that he likes to scam people by selling placebo things like aim tweaks or things that don't do anything, and his extreme tweaks are just overall really poor quality tweaks that were most likely pasted. I don't think I really need to go over any of that in the video or why Risxn is not a good optimization. This video isn't necessarily about exposing him, so if you want to check out a more in-depth one, you can definitely go look at my other video. This video is about testing the premium tweaks. So I had a customer come to me who had ran Risxn's extreme stuff as well as some other free optimizations, as you'll hear in a moment from the interview I did with him. And basically he had a ton of issues, so I told him the best option would be for him to just go ahead and do a factory reset of Windows, and I told him that I would offer him the app's premium for free if he just helped me test it for the video. So we went ahead and did everything, got the full difference, and basically he is a unbiased reviewer. These benchmarks came from his system, and I was just helping him with the installation of LuminOS and whatnot. And I think that's the best way that we could provide a test for this video so you can get a real result. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the interview I had with him. That way you can hear a little bit about his side and his experience, and then we'll do a final recap with the benchmarks and everything else. Alright, so here I have Carti. This is one of my customers who came to me with some issues from Risxn, his PC having FPS drops and all kinds of other issues. Basically, he told me that he had bought Risxn's like pretty much everything, like his extreme and more, and we're going to be comparing that to Lumen with the benchmarks and everything. So first, let's talk to him a little bit about his experience. So Carti, you want to tell me like what all you bought from Risxn?
Yes, I got their extreme pack, and then they told me to run their free opti, like, because I had just reinstalled Windows on a USB. So I reinstalled Windows on a USB, loaded onto it, and then I followed their Windows optimization guide that they told me to do, and then I pretty much did their full opti category, and I just had so many problems with all my things and stuff.
So like what all issues were you having besides just like the FPS drops?
I would have like my game would crash like once a day. Like, some things like I couldn't search into the like Windows search bar, like command prompt and like Windows PowerShell, things like that. And then I remember one time like I had to fix it, but my like Discord got like disabled and like something, I don't know.
Damn, well, so once you like got off of Risxn, because obviously when you came to us, you got on LuminOS and the app. So what was like the difference between like LuminOS versus the app, or Risxn stuff versus LuminOS and the app? Sorry.
It felt good, like really good. Like getting on the OS, bro, it felt so good. Like, and then the app, it's like the cherry on top. Like if you get the app, bro, oh my god, because like you'll get FPS boost, and then like my all-time loads for like Risxn, bro, it was bad. But now since I'm on Lumen, I'm good FPS. So
Yeah, I definitely plan to show that benchmark in the video, but your lows went from like 90 to I think 180 or something like that. So the difference must have been insane.
yeah.
But anyway, I appreciate you being a part of the video.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Alright, so that wraps up my interview with Carti. As you guys can see, he had a pretty bad experience with Risxn, a lot of FPS drops and issues with Windows and whatnot. Then he came to Lumen and had this insane difference. So let's go ahead and take a look at how big of a difference it actually was. So as you can see, we have 93 in the 0.2s versus 180 in the LuminApp. I mean, that is absolutely horrible from Risxn. And then we have 150 versus 213 on the 1%, and then around a 20 FPS difference in the average FPS. Now, quickly, I want to explain how significant this benchmark is, because this was done on a Ryzen 7 8700F CPU, which is a decent level CPU, but not anything like a newer one, not any crazy FPS value, so not a whole lot of room to push it versus some other newer CPUs. And then This was also done in a in-game like Fortnite map, so we're talking a 20 FPS difference is a pretty big difference, you know. And then we have the lows difference, which this is the difference between having a stuttery game where you can't hold stable 240 versus holding stable 240 completely. I mean, 180 in the lows, you're talking not dropping below 144 at all, versus you're 1% of the time you're dropping below it, which doesn't seem like a big deal, you know, 1% of the time. But when you're actually playing the game, you're looking around and you know, building and whatnot, you're talking big drops in the FPS. Now, I don't need to sit here and explain why this is a significant enough difference. As you can see, the results speak for themselves. So let's go ahead and move on. Now, my final recap of all this is basically, I just think that Ryzen is pretty recycled tweaks. You know, it's aim tweaks that don't do anything. It's some recycled Windows tweaks. And it's just overall not high quality optimizations versus something that you would get from Lumen. You know, we have multiple professionals who do research and go over all these Windows tweaks as well as BIOS stuff, ensuring that it'll work for all of our customers. We do lots of testing with some of our loyal customers who test things early for us and help us kink out any bugs before things drop, and making sure our customers have the absolute best experience possible. So if that sounds like something that you guys would like to check out, you can always check out our Discord in the description, as well as our website where you can find our premium services. You know, you could get a manual book today, as well as the app premium, which is auto delivery. So whatever you would like to do to improve your performance, it's there. And if you don't have any money to spend on premium tweaks, we do have lots of free options as well, because we like appealing to, you know, the free people who support us. And that's why we dropped this new app in OS. I think even alone, you know, with the app and the OS, you guys will see a big enough difference, because we did do testing versus Risxn Extreme even with the free stuff, and it still beat Ryzen's. So even our free tweaks are better. It's just this video was mainly made to focus on the premium tweaks. That's why I didn't show all those benchmarks. But anyway, you know, enough of that. I want to go ahead and wrap up this video. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like and a comment, as it does help a lot. Check out the stuff in the description, and have a good rest of your day. Peace out.